Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Teens Biz Talk. Man, oh man, you should be so excited that you tuned in today because we have got a treat for you. Okay, well, wait, before I get into all that, wait, because I'm getting all excited. Can't wait to hear what they're going to share. I just want to remind everyone that today's episode is being sponsored by Bateman Empowering Educators. At Bateman Empowering Educators, we help your teenager take away the trial and error method of learning about money and replace it with a practical blueprint for them to create a 5-star financial future. So make sure that you click on the link below to see what type of materials and resources we have available. Okay, so now we are going to get into this. And boy, oh boy, I am so excited that we have two, yes, you heard me right. We have two teen entrepreneurs joining us today. They are sisters, Janiah and Joelle. Welcome.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for having us.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for taking time out of what I know is a very, very busy schedule to come and talk to our community today. We are so excited.
No problem.
Excited to be here.
So before, of course, there's lots that I want to know. It's not all about me. So if you can just start by telling us something about yourself.
Who wants to start?
I'll start. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Janiah. I am 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school and I own my own business, as you know.
You want to talk about your business or no?
Oh, no.
Okay. My name is Joelle. I'm in 10th grade. I'm 15 and I own a business called Slay Bay Beauty, where our business, we help women with dry skin or any skin struggles to help you keep your skin moisturized. We provide body butters because I even struggle with this, and I was just like, there has to be a solution. So that's why I wanted to make the solution for the problem that I was facing.
Okay. Sounds great. So so if we can just talk a little bit more about your business, Joelle. So it's Slay Bay Beauty, slaybaybeauty.com, right? Everybody can go ahead and log into that as we're talking to see. And you do body butters. Do you still do the lip balms? I saw that also on the website.
I don't right now.
Okay, that's fine. And so you said you were having some challenges. And so you decided instead of keep saying there's a challenge, you wanted to be part of the solution. What was something that presented a problem to you creating a solution?
So I was just like, these lotions that I'm trying, these lotions that people are recommending, it's not doing it for me. It's not keeping my skin moisturized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, there has to be a way. I feel like there's a problem to there's a solution to almost every problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, I feel like I'm able to do some research and come up with this solution. And I did a lot of research on a lot of different ingredients, how they work together, different products on the market, all that type of stuff to really formulate a product. And we even went through trials and errors with my business. I actually launched in July of 2019. And then 2020? I think it was 2020. I launched in 2020 in July. Yes, 2020. And then I did a relaunch in September of 2020 because things didn't go right there. So I think that just shows that I really wanted to make this product good. And like, if it wasn't perfect, I wanted to go back to the chopping board. Yes.
The chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
What's the phrase?
What's the phrase? It's
Chopping block back to the back to the drawing board.
Drawing board.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay.
I had to go back to the drawing board to figure out, right? Chopping block, that doesn't make sense. I had to go back to the drawing board to really figure out how to make this work. Because I really want people who have my struggle to know that there's something that will actually keep their skin moisturized.
Okay. So to that point, can you share a little bit in terms of what drives you, right? Because you shared, so you launched July 2020, and then you did a relaunch in September. So I would imagine there might have been some conversation in your head, like, I don't know, I thought it would have worked and it's not. Should I do it again? Should I let it go try something else? Like what was keeping you going? Like, no, I know this is needed. I know it's going to work. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, it was definitely, you like you said, very discouraging, because it's just like, dang, I bought these ingredients, I bought these containers, and it just didn't work. And now it's like, oh, we got to start again. We got to start again. So what really kept me going is, I think, like wanting to help somebody who's been through like the struggle of not finding anything to keep my skin moisturized. And also I'm really big, I love like self-care, women need self-care, stuff like that. So I want my brand to be about that. And I've always like been so like into beauty. I know this is something that I want to do. So I was like, if this is really something that I want, I can relaunch. I think I should be able to get over this struggle, because I know that that's not going to be the biggest struggle in my business.
Very good. Very good. And Janiah, would you mind sharing a little bit about your business?
Yes. So my business is called Slay It Proud. It's an apparel company and also education company that I launched in 2019. I have been interested in history since I was a child. And so my first shirt was actually just kind of spontaneous, I guess you could say, because it wasn't, I saw my sister and my dad had their own business, because she actually started another business before. And so I was kind of, inspired by that. And I was like, oh, I see her like working hard and getting money. So I was thinking, I want to do something too, but I felt like, what am I good at? Like, she was doing something she was good at and passionate about. And I was like, what can I do? What can I sell? That people would buy, because I was like, I don't know how to do anything. So it just happened one day, and I was thinking of words that people think, stereotypes of Black people. And I wrote Black does not mean, and then I wrote different stereotypes, uneducated, lazy, suspicious, less than. And that's how my first shirt came to be. I showed those words to my dad, and my dad was like, you should put this on a t-shirt. And then that's how Stay Proud started.
Awesome. That is great. So, so in the apparel business, just in terms of what you need to do with logistics and the creative part, where you might want to come up with something new to go on a t-shirt, or when you made the decision, well, not just t-shirts, because I saw also you had hoodies also on your site and things of that nature. So how do you operate with your time management to make sure you are getting things done, what you need to with your business, and then also just with your life?
Yeah, it definitely can be a struggle at times. And that's something I've always felt like I need to work more on my time management. And I just think, make a to-do list of what you need to do and set goals. Another thing is setting goals. It can really help you to have something to work towards. So I would say a to-do list really helps me. But I think, I can always get better at time management, because, with the different things that I've done, I know that when I had to come up with a new shirt design, or for instance, one big project that I did was my coloring book that I have, my Black History coloring book. That was a big project for me. I had to put a lot of time in to, get a designer for that, say what I wanted, get what I wanted inside with the words and everything. So, that was a big project that I had to really like focus on. So I think just having something you want to work towards and having a focus is something that really, really helps.
Great, great advice. And how about you, Joelle? How do you manage your time with your business and your life? And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot because like I get up at like 5 in the morning. I get home from like school and like sports practice at like 5. So I'm basically gone for a lot of time. And then I
Yes.
try to go to bed around 10. I really try to go to bed around 9, but I start like it's like 5 hours, and then I have homework, I have business, I have just like personal, you want to like, lay around, chill and stuff like that. You have to take a shower, like get ready for the night, prepare for the next morning. It's just a lot.
Mhm.
So what I really try to do is I write out a lot of stuff that I write out like everything that I have to do. Like Janiah said, to-do lists are great. They really, really help me. And I like to schedule like what I'm doing by like times. So
Okay.
like even on like a Sunday, like I'll write down everything I have to do, and then I'll like get it done in like sections. So like 12:30, I need to be done by this. 3:30, I need to be done by this. And I don't know, I'm kind of competitive, and like so that makes me like, ooh, yes, I gotta get this done. I gotta go. So like I feel like that really helps me. And just knowing, I heard this thing before on the internet, like if you get everything done, like you can chill with like no guilt. But like if you still have other stuff to do, you're just like in the back of your head as you're chilling, you're like, dang, I gotta do this. I gotta do
Nothing,
this.
nothing
I
feels
gotta do
better
this.
than a fully done to-do list.
Right.
Like
And like
nothing feels
Mm,
better.
that
You can
stuff, when you
sit and
check
know
that
you
stuff
have
off,
no
it just feels
worries.
so good. So that's what I try to do. And I try to remember like you have to be disciplined. If you want to get far in life, you have to be disciplined.
yes.
So that's what I try to remember. But yeah.
But with those to-do lists, also you leave like flexibility time for some things because some tasks take longer
Mhm.
than you would expect. And I know some people, they make their to-do lists when they have time so tight that it discourages them from getting stuff done. So I would say leave flexibility for maybe if you go over in some area, or maybe you just decide to take a break, just to have flexibility in your schedule. Because if it's too tight, then it's going to really discourage you from getting stuff done.
And even to what you said of like people putting a lot of stuff on the to-do list, I tend to do
Yeah.
that sometimes. Another good thing is to make like a top 3. So the top 3
Mm,
things you have to do for the day, so that if you do those, the
You
most
feel
like
accomplished.
most
Yeah.
important things, you'll feel
mhm.
accomplished after that. You'll feel like, okay, I got some stuff done. And the thing is, you don't have to just get just that top 3 done. If you have more time, get it done. But just know, like, I did something today, because I know we kind of tend to beat up ourselves if we get stuff done, but it's not as much as we want. So I feel like
Right.
if you focus on that big 3 or top 3, then I feel like you'll feel accomplished at the end of the day.
Okay. I am writing down that tip for myself. Needed that. Thank you. So you both have been in business now for over a year. Janiah, you launched in 2019. What has been a business challenge that you've encountered and you were able to overcome it, and then you saw how it helped you to grow as a businesswoman, as a CEO, and you also saw how it helped you to grow as a person, maybe in other areas of your life?
Yeah, in my business, I've had a lot of different challenges. I have had many rough moments where I felt like giving up, to be honest, giving up.
Mhm.
And definitely my family has been a big part of helping me to, um, stay sane in the moments and also get through it. Um, I've had moments where, there I did this like big sale or something, and orders were like, I did this printing. I sent the orders to someone to print them, and they didn't get me everything that I ordered. So when the people ordered something, I didn't have everything
Mhm.
that I thought I did, because I told, someone who's going to print it for me, this is what I want. And I told them, and it included their order. So
Mhm.
when it came to me, I didn't have everything. So
Yeah.
I had to email people and tell them I don't have it,
Yeah.
and then try to keep communicating with the printer to like get it to me. And then finally, when I got it, I had to ship it out. So I think for me, it really helped me in terms of communication, talking to people and really relaying the message of like, this is what's happening, and trying to make sure, like, because if I just leave it and I don't say anything and I send it to them, like when I get it, like, that's not good. And
Right.
then they're wondering where their stuff is. So I think just keeping that communication, and also really trying to work things out. So just keeping communication all around, keeping communication to the people who ordered and keeping communication to the printer. So I think it helped me to really, like I said, with communication, but also trying to deal with stress better, because in those situations I do get very stressed. And I think I had to kind of take a step back and really think like, okay, my dad and also my sister sometimes tell me, can you do anything about the situation? Have you done all you can? So if you have done all you can, or you can't do anything, just, you can't really stress about something you can't fix or something you can't do anything about. So in that moment when I was waiting for the stuff, I had to take a step back and think, I can't do anything. I've done all that I can. So let me just, stop stressing so much and relax.
That was good advice. Whew. Yes. And how about you, Joelle?
I think a challenge that I have faced in my business is like, it's more personal than my business, but it's like scared to put myself out there. Like I've been scared to put myself out there. I'm scared to do all this stuff, but at the same time, I have to realize like the success that I want for my business, it's only going to happen if I get outside of my comfort zone and put myself out there. So like, I think I've overcame it, a little bit. I've overcome, that struggle a bit, but I think I still have ways to go with that. But by putting myself out there, I've been able to get in stores. I was actually able to sell at a kiosk in the mall.
That is great.
I know.
Sell at market.
Sell at market, yeah, and like even be on like TV, the news. So it's just like when you put yourself out there, there's so many opportunities that can come to you. So I'm really trying to, keep on working on that. But I definitely think that's something that I faced. Like I had such a problem with in the beginning of my business.
Okay. Wow, that is great for all the opportunities you had for exposure and just for other people to be able to benefit from what you have created. That is great. And so, for both of you, there's a lot of skincare products that are out there, and there are a lot of apparel products that are out there. What do you do to make sure that your particular products stand out from the crowd?
This is a good question. That's a good question. Woo. You want to go first?
You can go. Okay, that's a hard question. Like, what makes your brand pop? What makes your brand pop and stuff like that?
You make your brand pop.
What? Me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good point. Like
we
like, our story, our age, like our age has a big part to do with it. Makes my brand stand out from other brands. People like, wow, a 15-year-old doing that, I want to support that and stuff like that. And it's like, wow,
message, the story.
Yeah, even like the story, like I struggled with this and I wanted to create a solution for it.
People like relatability.
But yeah, and I like another thing that I want like to help make my brand pop is like my mission for my brand, like what I want like for my brand and what I want my brand to like serve as, stuff like that. So that's something else that I want. I don't want my brand to just be a product. I want like people to feel a certain way when they use my product. I want people to like dive into self-care, stuff like that, take care of themselves when they use my brand. That's what I want my brand to be about.
Okay.
I think for me, for my shirts, when I first started my business, I actually been doing this for over 2 years now. I started this thing called Black Friday. So I post a video almost every week. I have missed some, but I post a video almost every week about a person or an event in Black history. And one thing about my brand, I really structured around Black history and teaching people Black history and have that as my mission to educate others. And I think, that as well as being a teenager has helped my business to, be promoted to others, and people wanting to, I've also been on the news like Joelle has.
Oh,
And
okay.
Four times.
All right now.
also in
Tampa
we
Bay
were in an
Times.
article together.
Tampa Bay Times, yeah.
And so, I think it's just, first of all, seeing like a lot of people, you don't see a lot of teenagers owning businesses. And also, I think, having a mission behind your business rather than just selling an item, having something behind it. A lot of people are interested to see that, and it's something different. So I think a lot of people want to buy into a movement instead of just buying a shirt. So when they buy the shirt, they know everything behind it. They know, that the person behind it or the thing behind it is something greater than just the t-shirt. So I think that's what's different about my brand.
Okay, great. I like that idea of you having Black Fridays to really kind of, spotlight, showcase, and educate people. That is great. So I would imagine, and correct me if I'm wrong, especially being teenagers, that you've come across people that have opinions, right? And are maybe a little too quick to give you advice at times. Can you share, if you can think of anything, what is the best advice that you've ever received? And then what is the worst advice when you were just like, oh, please?
This is a hard one.
I think I'll start with the worst first.
Okay.
So it's not really advice. I feel like it's more suggestions. So my business, a lot of people have been very positive, encouraging. I think a lot of people, like you said, have opinions, and a lot of people want to recommend that I do things. So if I have a shirt in this design, so I think I had black does not mean like my first shirt, and someone said, can you make, or maybe it was my black is beautiful. It was one of my shirt designs. Someone was saying, can I put brown? Like brown is something like that.
Okay.
Brown is beautiful, or brown does not mean. And I was kind of thinking like, that's not really my business. That's not what I like. That's not what I say and stuff. And that's not the mission behind mine. So, and I think other suggestions that I've had, kind of, if you do a shirt in this color, can you do it in this color? I've done that for some of my shirts, but for others, I haven't, because I'm like, I don't know if it would look right. And also I designed it to look this way. So some suggestions you take and some you don't.
Yeah.
So there's just those things.
Okay.
I have to agree with you on like the worst advice. I feel like it's like a suggestion advice kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like I cannot remember exactly what this person said, but it's just like you have to, I'm just gonna like tell you like your reaction to it. Like you just sit there, you be like, oh, okay, like thank you. Like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like I feel like I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was just something that you're just like,
I don't think I'll take that.
yeah, and sometimes it doesn't really make sense. So it's just like, you have to appreciate it, because most people's intentions are like good. They want to help you, stuff like that. But it's just like you just can't take all the advice you get.
Some you take, some you don't.
Yeah.
Great. That is great. So you probably can't tell us any trade secrets, but can you share anything that you kind of have on the horizon for your businesses that our community can be on the lookout for?
Spoilers.
Come on. Yeah, a little sneak peek.
A little.
I have an interview coming out in February. It's on Fox.
It's on a news interview.
Yeah, a news interview on the TV. I think the channel Fox 13. Is it on Fox 13? It's on Fox.
Okay.
If I get more info, I will let you know.
Okay.
Right now, but yes, I have an interview coming up in February. If anybody's in the Tampa area, I don't know when this is going out, but I do have a market that I'm going to be selling at on the 23rd of January, this Sunday. It is called the black market or the blackout market. One of
Okay.
the two. And the A is an X.
Okay.
In black.
Hmm.
It's like BLXCK.
All right. That is
For
great.
For me, I did a Black History summer camp this summer,
Mhm.
and I guess as spoilers, I want to turn that into like some physical thing that I can sell to people that they can use that to educate their children or give it to someone. Just I want to turn that into a thing that I can sell to people.
Okay.
Good.
Wow. But all that sounds amazing. Thank you for sharing it with our community first.
No problem. Just a little sneak
That
peek for you guys.
sounds
Just for you
cool.
guys.
Oh, thank you.
Exclusive,
Thank you.
exclusive.
Very exclusive.
Okay, we will take it. We will take it. So, is there anything else that we've not covered or talked about that you would want to share? Any other advice maybe that you would have for teenagers that are out there either thinking about starting a business or maybe they just started their business and they're just like, I didn't know what to do next.
I would say we didn't give our good advice.
Oh, we have a lot of good advice. Which
Yeah,
one is
we've
it?
had a lot of good
You
advice.
want to give us some good advice? Okay.
I know one thing is
Oh,
we've done
you mean, like, our
presentations.
best?
Yeah, our best best
Oh.
advice. That's one thing that
Oh.
I would say we've done presentations for youth on businesses. And one thing we always say is, what Nike says,
Just
just
do
do
it.
it. Because, as teens, this is a very good time to start a business. You have your parents' support, you're living at home. Adults, they have more risk with starting a business than a teen because if it fails, you have your parents behind you and you can always start again. Adults can start again, but you have more flexibility as a teen. And so I think this is just a great time because if things do take off, you have time to develop it as an adult. And even if you decide not to go with your business in the future, the things that you learn are just like information rich, I guess you could say. That a lot of adults are still learning these things or don't know these things, and you're learning them as a teenager.
Yeah, and like through your business, whatever you're doing, if it's a service or a product, it's like you will learn about yourself, like what kind of career do I want to go to? Maybe I don't like this at all.
Yeah, help
Maybe
me
I
figure
want
out
to
a
try
career.
something else, stuff like that. What's something else that we always say? Know your why.
Yeah.
You don't come with this little tricky thing. Sorry. So always know your why and remember your why while you're having a business because it's not always gonna go well.
Have a mission behind it.
It does not always go well. Okay. So you need to know your why you're doing this. Like think about your customer. What do you want them to feel? Just like keep that in mind of why you're really doing this.
And I would say like with adults as well. My dad, he actually said this, and every time I know he said this because he heard it from somewhere, and I heard it from him. And many times when we present, I always say this as well. Is the first best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. So that really, I hope that encourages someone, even if you're not an adult. I mean, even if you're not young, if you're an adult and you feel like it's too late for you to start a business, just know that it's not too late and you can always start a business with your passions and what you feel like you're good at. So.
Yes. Thank you. Woo! Everybody write that down. Press the rewind if you need to get it again. Most definitely, yes. Well, my goodness, Janiah, Joelle, thank you again. All the great information that you shared, the energy, I can just see the passion behind what it is you do. It is just so great. Thank you again for taking time to come and share some of these very, very valuable things with our community. And how can they find you?
Yes. Okay, so my Instagram and Facebook is shop Slay Bay Beauty, and Bay is spelled Bay. Just a little fun fact. Our business originated in Tampa Bay, so that's why it's BAY. And
Okay.
then our website is slaybaybeauty.com.
Okay.
So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Slay It Proud. And my website is slayitproud.com.
Awesome. 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 Well, thank you very much. It has been quite the pleasure having you here on the podcast. And to everyone who's listening, I just want to remind you that everything in creation was created with a gift inside of it. That includes you. So go out there and share your gift with the world. See you next time.
Bye-bye.